The following segment is sponsored by North Star Financial and Retirement Planning.
Saving for retirement has its challenges, and at times even the wealthy fall short of what they'll need. Joining us now are George Fossing and Zach Jenkins. They're part of the team at North Star Financial and Retirement Planning, a local area firm that focuses on preparing people for a successful retirement. George and Zach are also popular radio show hosts, and they are joining us now. Good morning to you both.
Hey, Margaret.
Good
How you
morning.
doing?
Good. It's good to see you. When people come to see you for the first time, do they tend to be glass half full or glass half empty when it comes to planning for retirement? What's ahead?
Half full. The only way to be in life.
Good. That's what we want to hear. But for those who are pessimistic, you talk to them, you find out why. Does it tend to be because of the numbers they're working with, or does it tend to be because of the experiences maybe they've had with other advisors?
Well, guess what? You're right on both counts to a degree. Some people come in there and they're a little confused. Some are really kind of they're getting mixed messages out there. That's what we see. They say, well, you got enough, you don't have enough. You should really work a couple extra years, but you want to retire now. Things like this. It's a big deal out there. And you have to get it right. You can't really unretire. You don't want to go back to work, because you have to. So it's really, really important you look at this. There's nothing wrong with the cup half empty. You just have to, because these type of people really want to make sure. They say, I don't think I have enough, but they're worriers. And we want to take away that worry to make sure they're sure. So what we do, the solution is, and I've been doing this for 25 years. Zach's been doing it for about 10 now. We've seen most of the scenarios out there. We're good listeners. So we get what people are concerned about, what their issues are. And we have that experience. We can show people and say, listen, you're not the only ones like this.
Well, and you're there to coach, you're there to make the adjustments, but ultimately it's important to know our numbers do dictate our reality, right? What do we need to know?
Yeah, definitely. Someone that is earning $80,000 a year, if they spend all of it and they've only, saved $100,000, then, they're going to need an exceptional rate of return every year to keep that up during retirement. So it is, taking into account where someone is today. Obviously, it's about avoiding big losses. And what we see a lot of times, people come in and they have more risk or downside exposure in their portfolio maybe than they're aware of or they think they have. So one thing that we help people with all the time is de-risking, that portfolio and minimizing their downside.
And that's important in protecting from big losses. You talk about the importance of that. So how do we potentially see our money grow despite it all?
Yeah, you go back to 2008, the market over that time period, the financial crisis was down almost 50%.
Over 50.
If you're down 50%, then you need 100% to get back just to where you were. So it's about educating people. We talk about that all the time. We're huge proponents of education. And it's not just, telling people what our recommendations would be. It's having them understand why we're recommending what we're recommending. So different tools and products out there that can either minimize or completely get rid of downside risk.
How does the planning that you do really impact lifestyle overall? I think that's what gets people concerned is how is their life going to be when they retire?
Being able to spend with confidence is a big deal. It's not fear about living your money. You don't want to be a martyr, have to hold back on spending because you're afraid about living it. The other side, if you spend too quickly, guess what happens? You can be old and broke. You don't want that either. So you deal with folks like us that are out there and say, oh, listen, this is what you really want to do. This is how you build a plan and you execute. The good news with theyese plans is they're very fluid. They change with you over time and what's going on out there. It gives people a feeling of empowerment, Margaret, where they're saying, you know what, I'm really not worried about what's going to go on out there. Tax increases, it's okay. We've addressed that 5 years ago. It's not going to be a concern of us. The stock market crashes. It's okay. We've got plenty of safe money out there. You go out there and say life goes on. It should not be about worrying about your money. You should be managing your money, not the money managing you. We'll finish up with that for today.
Well, the two of you are so approachable. You make these conversations easy to have, and I think people look forward to talking to you in person. Thanks so much for being here, George and Zach.
Appreciate that. Thank you so much.
And for those of you at home, if you're currently retired or getting close to retirement and would like to learn more about how to help protect and grow your hard-earned savings and investments, North Star Financial has a great offer for you. Right now until September 19th, they're offering a complimentary no-obligation retirement and investment report. The report will include potential tax savings opportunities and ways to reduce the effects of market volatility on your portfolio. Their team will schedule a phone call, video call, or future in-office meetings so they can speak with you personally and provide you with a roadmap going forward. The number to call now, area code 864-309-8146.